The animal kingdom can be a ruthless place, and nobody understands the harsh realities of the natural world better than the poor, unfortunate creatures that are prey. Yep, predators dominate the planet, and they have only one thing on their minds: hunting prey. It's a tough life when you're at the bottom of the food chain, but some prey have evolved over thousands of years in order to fight back once and for all. From a sea cucumber with a disgusting defense mechanism to a lizard with a spooky trick up its sleeve, these are 15 prey who can defend themselves from predators.
No really even good bites. I have to say it's the longest time I've spent.
Mama rabbit saves babies. Don't mess with mom. This eastern cottontail rabbit proves just how protective a mother can be of their babies. When a sneaky snake decides it wants some bunny chow for dinner, this mama rabbit turns nasty. Whoa, go mom. Thanks to the channel Mama Rabbit for uploading this awesome footage. Unleashing her pure maternal fury, the cottontail rabbit gets hold of the black rat snake, biting down with her tiny rabbit teeth and kicking the serpent with her powerful legs. Yup, this snake really messed with the wrong bunny. Wildlife experts explain that this behavior is an aggressive attempt to chase the snake away for good, warning it to never come back again. Mother rabbits will also make sure they stay away from their nest during the day so they don't lead predators such as weasels or rats, cats, and even snakes to their babies. Under the cover of dusk or dawn, they'll return home to nurse their young, who are pretty much helpless. Baby bunnies are blind when they're born and can barely move. No match for a black rat snake. We can see why this protective mother went full throttle. Back off, buddy. Hey, did you know that if you smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell, you're more likely to win the lottery? So what are you waiting for? Electric eels. This slinky sea creature is no ordinary eel. In fact, this is one fish you'd never want to reel in on your fishing line. It might be the last thing you ever do. The electric eel is so powerful that it can knock a fully grown human right off its feet. These giant 8-foot river monsters have an electric charge of up to 600 volts.
Damn, I felt it!
10 times more powerful than an electric taser. One shock from an electric eel can cause paralysis and heart failure. And they can produce these killer charges at a moment's notice, charging their body chemistry when under threat. Swimming in dark, murky waters, this electrical superpower even allows them to sense danger or even dinner lurking in the shadows. A low charge of electricity acts as a radar system for the eels, meaning that there really is no escape from the clutches of an electric eel. Giant Pacific octopus vs. harbor seal. This rare encounter was captured on camera in Victoria, Canada, when photographer Bob Lanson was walking with his family at the Ogden Point breakwater. He stumbled across a scene so spectacular that it had to be filmed. You really have to see this epic animal fight to believe it. When a 4.5-foot long seal decided to have a little octopus sushi for lunch, this marine mammal really got more than it bargained for. Yup, experts claim that it's totally common for a harbor seal like this one to hunt octopus, and they're actually a regular part of their diet. Unfortunately, their prey fights back. That's right, if you like to wrestle to death with your food before you eat it, then the octopus is the perfect meal for you. A fully grown Pacific octopus can weigh around 50 pounds, and the largest one ever found was a whopping 600 pounds and 30 feet long. We bet no one's picking fights with this gigantic sea monster. This freaky footage shows this unlucky octopus becoming entangled with the hungry harbor seal for an extended period of time, before the seal finally comes out victorious. They may have 8 deadly tentacles to wrap around their attacker, but ultimately the Pacific octopus is no match for the strong seal. We'll never look at sushi the same ever again. Gazelle defeats cheetahs. The cheetah may be the fastest land animal in the entire world, but this gazelle isn't going down without a fight. That's right, the gentle gazelle defends itself against predators with no hesitation, which is pretty impressive when you consider that its attacker is a carnivorous apex predator, perfectly evolved to hunt its prey. Yup, this brave deer isn't just going to lay down and die. This spotty big cat has clearly been stalking its victim for some time, even employing the help of its cheetah chums to take down the gazelle. But the adorable deer has clocked them this time. Gazelles have even been known to flick its tail or stomp the ground to warn others of lurking cheetahs. The speedy gazelle runs away, leaving the cheetahs in a cloud of dust as they desperately try to cling on to their prey. Gazelles can reach an amazing 60 miles per hour in a short burst and maintain a steady 40 miles per hour during a chase. As they advance on her, it looks as the gazelle may have gone down, but she just keeps on shaking these big cats off. Before long, the powerful gazelle has used her sharp horns to pin the spotted predator down to the ground, lunging at the cheetah until it's finally subdued. Bounding away, the gentle gazelle has lived to see another day, and the cheetahs crawl home with their tails between their legs. Better luck next time, cheetahs. Giant anteater vs. jaguar. Surely nothing can defeat the almighty jaguar. The biggest cat in all of South America, this sinister predator has been known to single-handedly catch and kill crocodiles, anacondas, and other deadly creatures, earning it the title of King of the Jungle. However, it seems that there is one unusual animal that strikes fear into the heart of this majestic jaguar. Yeah, we're talking about the giant anteater, a strange insectivore with a long snout and shaggy coat. That may look pretty harmless, but the anteater has a secret weapon hidden under all that fur. The giant anteater has sharp 4-inch claws that it uses to rip through termite mounds and ant hills before sucking them up with a freakishly long, sticky tongue. When threatened, the anteater will stand up on its hind legs, sometimes reaching 7 feet tall, and stretch out its arms to reveal these huge knife-like talons. No wonder this jaguar is having second thoughts when it comes to this anteater ambush. Wildlife photographer Luke Macy even managed to capture the mind-blowing moment a jaguar stalked an unsuspecting anteater in Brazil before apparently checking out at the last second. He described it as one of the strangest wildlife interactions he'd ever seen. Hey, even jaguars get scared sometimes. Buffaloes vs. lions. Yep, lions may have a fierce reputation and an unrivaled instinct for hunting, but there's one prey creature that poses a huge risk to this big cat. Trying to take down a buffalo is like playing a video game on hard mode for the lion. In this captivating footage, these lions work as a couple to try and tackle the giant buffalo, but pretty soon the rest of the herd begins to notice their family member being attacked and storm towards the assault. Hundreds of horned beasts head towards the lions, and while most big cats would give up and retreat, one proud lion hangs on to their prey for dear life. This only causes the buffalo to grow more angry, charging at the carnivorous predators before chasing them away. Yep, the mighty lion can't possibly compete with a force this powerful. Many people even claim that the buffalo is more dangerous than a lion, due to their massive size and the sheer number of them. These African mammals can reach 1,500 pounds and carry horns that measure a whopping 4 feet long. They've been known to move in herds of anywhere between 300 and a few thousand buffalo. Unfortunately for the lion, that's one buffet that's not worth the risk. It's safe to say the buffalo isn't afraid of a little cat. The honey badger vs. everything. Yeah, this badger is small, but it will fight back with everything it's got. And we mean everything. The honey badger has plenty of enemies, but this insanely fierce critter comes out on top nearly every time. So what is the honey badger's secret weapon? Well, it's pure fearlessness. They literally are afraid of nothing. In fact, it's this relentlessness and this aggression that makes the honey badger the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And they'll even launch themselves at a lion. Yep, they eat killer bees for breakfast, and they get ready for a long day of intimidating and attacking anything that crosses its path. Its thick, rubbery skin protects it from most predators, from crocodiles to pythons. But most of all, it's the complete lack of fear that makes this prey animal so incredible. It was even awarded the prestigious Guinness World Record for being the world's most fearless animal. They may not look scary, but you should never ever underestimate the honey badger. Sea cucumbers. These soft and squishy sea creatures shuffle along the ocean floor, scavenging for food in the sand. Yep, the sea cucumber is the ideal prey for fish and sharks, and they're even caught by fishermen in Asia to sell as a delicacy in fancy seafood restaurants. However, thousands and thousands of years of being helpless prey has led the humble sea cucumber to develop some downright strange defense mechanisms. Turns out catching a sea cucumber isn't as simple as you might think. That's because when threatened, this weird creature will explode, shooting its own guts out to freak out its attacker. Yep, the sea cucumber can contract its muscles and shoot its internal organs right into the face of a predator, causing them to swim away in pure disgust. We can't think of anything more revolting. Once the ambush is over, the sea cucumber can then regenerate its missing body parts and live to see another day at the bottom of the ocean, until the next time a predator comes too close. The bombardier beetle's defense bomb. Named after soldiers who used to fire artillery cannons, the bombardier beetle has its very own explosive weapon in its arsenal. That's right, as the name might suggest, this little beetle can produce its very own bomb, mixing compounds inside its body that are then triggered by a chemical reaction. The result is a scalding hot, stinky, poisonous spray that the beetle can aim and fire at will. Each batch it produces can explode up to 20 times before it runs out of steam. This acidic fluid will burn and sting the predator, and it has the power to blind or even kill a small animal. Yikes! The bug lives on every continent on Earth, except for Antarctica, and there are even as many as 500 species of the bombardier beetle. This insect is prepared for an invasion, and it's firing back on all cylinders. Warthogs escaping lions. Hakuna Matata. That's what this little warthog said when a lurking lion launched a surprise attack. Yep, this prey creature is best known for its 4 pointy tusks, but the warthog doesn't particularly enjoy having to use these sharp weapons. Instead, it prefers to run away from predators, making a speedy getaway at around 30 miles per hour. These big pigs are champion sprinters. Lions need to be quick if they want to enjoy a hog roast for dinner, because the warthog can escape their clutches in the blink of an eye. These overgrown pigs will flee danger by backing into their dens, leaving only their giant tusks poking out, ready to tussle with any predator who tries to break in. It's their amazing survival instincts and insane speed that helps them defend themselves in the wild. Now that's what we call the circle of life. Elephant vs. lions. We all know what you're thinking. Surely the largest land mammal on the planet is safe from predators? Well, not exactly. While an elephant certainly isn't at the top of the menu for a lion, if they spot a youngster that's become separated from its herd, it will seize the opportunity for a huge elephant supper. In Botswana, one pride of lions even coordinated an ambush on a fully grown elephant that took a whopping 26 lions to pull off. But even in the moments of weakness, these giant 6-ton creatures have a sophisticated method of defending themselves from predators. Living in herds led by one matriarch, usually the oldest female, it falls on the broad shoulders of the leader to protect her clan. Highly intelligent with massive brains, the elephants have created their very own unique language that they can use to warn each other of incoming predators. Series of low rumbles and vocalizations are used to plan their defense according to the level of the threat. Mind-blowing research in Kenya has even shown that elephants responded differently to the sound of men in the Maasai community approaching, as they've been known to spear elephants to protect their crops, whereas the elephants had no response to the female voices of the Maasai people, who had never threatened the herd. How amazing is that? Elephants not only have brawn on their side, but brains too. The zebra's amazing kick. Sure, zebras are often on the menu for predators in the African safari, but that doesn't mean that these stripy equine creatures aren't going to fight back. They may look tame and timid, but the zebra is a lot fiercer than many people realize. In fact, it has the most powerful kick of any animal on Earth, and they can throw all of their 400 to 850 pounds of weight into their legs to deliver fatal blows. They've even been known to kill lions with swift kicks to the chest. Yeah, a zebra steak could be one of the most expensive dishes on the menu for these big cats, and this black and white creature may cost them their lives. Even humans have tried to domesticate zebras the same way that we did with their horse relatives, but their aggressive and surly nature made them impossible to train. That's right, even safari guides will warn tourists to stand back when it comes to the bad-tempered zebra. Nothing ruins a vacation like a strong kick in the head. The horned lizard. These cold-blooded reptiles live in dry regions like Mexico, Arizona, and California, all the way to the dry prairies of Canada. Camouflaging themselves with the harsh landscape around them, the horned lizard is perfectly adapted to become invisible from predators amongst the brittle, parched terrain of its natural habitat. Using its unique horns to break up shadows cast on the ground, the horned lizard can completely disappear out of view when threatened. And if that fails, this little reptile has a totally outrageous defense mechanism designed to shock and disgust its attacker. Yep, the horned lizard is prey to most animals, including hawks, snakes, coyotes, bobcats, and even carnivorous mice. So this crazy critter really had to think outside the box when it comes to fighting back. This Larry lizard has a wild and wacky ability that is guaranteed to spook any predator, shooting a jet stream of blood right out of its eyeballs. The lizard's eyelids can become so engorged with blood that it can shoot the crimson liquid up to 6 feet away, aiming for the predator's mouth. Yeah, as you can imagine, this foul-tasting liquid is enough to scare away even the toughest opponent. It's super weird, but definitely effective. Wolverines. Compared to the enormous, formidable predators of the Arctic, the tiny wolverine is pretty far down on the far north's food chain. At 20 to 40 pounds, this small member of the weasel family is in fierce competition with grizzly bears, wolf packs, and mountain lions. And like many other creatures in the animal kingdom, they'll compensate for being small by being the loudest and most aggressive critter you could ever encounter. That's right, no one knows how to throw a tantrum quite like the wolverine. With sharp teeth and a haunting shriek, this furry little animal makes itself look as big as possible, delivering an Oscar-worthy performance as a creature that is much more ferocious and violent than it really is. Yeah, the bark really is much worse than the bite when it comes to the wolverine. This wacky weasel has been known to slink off into the wilderness when an opponent stands its ground. In the brutal landscape of the Arctic Circle, if you're not a predator, then you're prey. Horse vs. alligator. This unbelievable attack was captured on camera by Crystal Berry in Florida. We would have never imagined that a gentle animal like a horse would engage in a fatal showdown with a fierce alligator. Only in Florida, right? Crushing the croc's skeleton with its sharp hooves, this angry animal isn't horsing around. But this furious alligator isn't going to sit there and take this kind of abuse, especially from an oversized pony. Biting down on the horse's leg in retaliation with a bone-crushing bite force, this fight is far from over. So who do you think would win in an unusual animal battle like this? A powerful, towering horse or an ancient predator with jaws of steel? Let us know if you're team horse or team alligator in the comment section below. So which one of these prey that could defend itself from a predator is the most awesome? You can let us know what you think in the comment section below. And don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. You can also hit subscribe for more awesome Missing Files content. Thanks for watching and see you next time.